Welcome to my channel Old Coins History. Here, we explore the fascinating world of coins, from ancient treasures to modern collectibles. Whether you're a serious collector, a beginner, or just curious, there's something here for everyone. Get insights on coin values, history, and tips for smart collecting. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. The 2p coin of 1990 featuring Queen Elizabeth II is one of the fascinating modern British decimal coins that bridges the traditional and contemporary eras of United Kingdom coinage, symbolizing both continuity of monarchy and modernization of currency that began with decimalization in 1971, when Britain moved away from the old pre-decimal system of pounds, shillings, and pence to a more logical base 10 system. The 2p coin, denominated as 2p, is made primarily of bronze during the 1990 issue, consisting of an alloy mixture typically containing 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin, which gave it its distinctive warm reddish-brown tone, a color associated with stability, reliability, and historical richness of the United Kingdom's coinage heritage. On the obverse of the 1990 coin, the portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II is depicted facing right, designed by the artist Raphael David Makhlouf, whose initials, RDM, are subtly engraved at the truncation of the Queen's neck. This particular portrait type, introduced in 1985, shows the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, a regal crown encrusted with diamonds, pearls, crosses, and floral emblems representing England, rose, Scotland, thistle, and Ireland, shamrock, a symbol of unity among the nations within the United Kingdom. The legend around the portrait reads, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 1990, which stands for, Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, Latin for, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, a phrase that reaffirms the Queen's constitutional and religious roles in the British monarchy and Church of England. Turning to the reverse of the 2p coin, designed by Christopher Ironside, it displays the famous badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, above the motto, Ich dien, which is German for, I serve, representing the enduring service and duty of the Prince of Wales to the nation, a symbol that traces back to Edward, the Black Prince, son of King Edward III, who first adopted this emblem in the 14th century. The reverse also features the denomination, 2p, curved elegantly above and the numeric value, 2, positioned below the feathers, embodying the simple yet classic aesthetic of British design in the late 20th century. The coin has a standard diameter of 25.91 mm, a thickness of approximately 1.85 mm, and a weight of about 7.12 grams, with a smooth plain edge rather than reeded, which helps distinguish it tactically and visually from other denominations in circulation. The 1990 issue of the 2p was produced by the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, Wales, one of the most technologically advanced mints in the world, which continued the production of bronze coins until 1992, when the composition was changed to copper-plated steel due to rising copper prices. Thus, the 1992 pence represents one of the last years of the original bronze alloy, making it an interesting collectible for numismatists who study metallurgical transitions in modern coinage. While 1992p coins are not rare in general circulation, with millions minted, pristine uncirculated examples, especially those from brilliant uncirculated sets or proof sets, hold higher collector value due to their luster, strike quality, and preservation of fine details such as the Queen's diadem textures, the clarity of the feathers in the Prince of Wales badge, and the sharpness of the motto lettering. Historically, the 2p coin played an important role in the everyday commerce of Britain, used for small purchases, vending machines, and public telephones in the pre-digital era, and thus, each coin serves as a tiny artifact of ordinary life under Queen Elizabeth II's reign, which by 1990 was already approaching its 40th year, a testament to stability and endurance through decades of social and technological change. From a numismatic perspective, collectors often categorize the 1992p as part of the Makhlouf Portrait series, which ran from 1985 to 1997, a period distinguished by a more idealized and formal depiction of the Queen compared to earlier and later portraits, reflecting the Royal Mint's desire to convey continuity and dignity during a time of economic reform and modernization. Although its face value is small, the 2p coin symbolizes much larger themes: national identity, monarchy, craftsmanship, and heritage, and when examined closely, one can see how design, language, and material merge into a powerful miniature piece of history. Over time, coins like the 1992 pence also acquire natural patina, a gentle darkening of the bronze surface caused by oxidation, which not only protects the coin but also enhances its aesthetic and historic appeal for collectors who appreciate the passage of time reflected in metal. The presence of Queen Elizabeth II's portrait further adds emotional and historical significance, especially after her record-breaking reign ended in 2022, marking these coins as enduring reminders of her long rule. In global collections, the 1992 pence stands as a representative of Britain's stable currency tradition, admired for its consistent design, accurate minting, and symbolic motifs. It bridges the old world of Imperial Britain with the new era of global interconnectedness, where such coins circulate not only within the UK but also find their way across continents, carried by travelers, collectors, and expatriates. Some numismatists even analyze microscopic differences in die varieties, strike strength, or metal quality in 1992p coins to understand production tolerances at the Royal Mint during this period. Its design longevity, used continuously since decimalization until the new reverse designs of 2008, reflects the enduring power of traditional imagery in British coinage. Moreover, the 2pence's inscription, "Ik dien," and its feathers embody the idea of service and humility within leadership, a theme deeply associated with the British monarchy and national values. Thus, the 1992 pence is not merely a small piece of currency, it is a cultural document, a piece of metallurgical artistry, and a tribute to the nation's history, minted in the final years of the 20th century's industrial coinage before the digital and polymer note era began. Each detail, from the gleaming bronze surface to the carefully engraved motto, tells a layered story about Britain's monarchy, economy, and identity under Queen Elizabeth II, making the 1992 pence both a practical coin and a timeless symbol of British heritage. Next coin. The 1993 2p coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a significant part of the United Kingdom's decimal coinage system and represents a fascinating chapter in the long evolution of British currency, combining artistry, symbolism, and history within a small bronze disc that continues to hold cultural and numismatic importance. The coin, denominated as 2p, was part of the decimal system introduced in 1971, which replaced the complex pre-decimal pounds, shillings, and pence structure that had existed for centuries. The 1993 issue of the 2p coin was produced by the Royal Mint at Llantrisant, South Wales, and it features the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Raphael David Makhlouf, which was first introduced in 1985 and used until 1997. In this portrait, Her Majesty is shown facing right, wearing the George IV state diadem, an ornate crown decorated with roses, thistles, and shamrocks, representing England, Scotland, and Ireland, respectively, and the initials, RDM, of the designer appear subtly on the truncation of the Queen's neck. The surrounding inscription reads, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 1993, an abbreviated Latin phrase meaning, Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, which translates as, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This legend emphasizes both the monarch's divine right and her role as the head of the Church of England. The reverse design of the 1993 2p coin, created by Christopher Ironside, retains the original motif introduced at decimalization, the badge of the Prince of Wales, which consists of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, with a ribbon below bearing the German motto, Ich dien, meaning, I serve. This symbol traces its roots back to Edward, the Black Prince, in the 14th century and continues to represent the heir apparent to the British throne. Above the feathers, the denomination, 2 pence, appears in bold lettering, and the numerical value, 2, sits prominently below, maintaining a balanced and symmetrical design that embodies the elegance and dignity of British coinage tradition. The 1993 issue was struck in bronze, composed of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin, the traditional alloy used for lower denomination coins since the introduction of decimal currency in 1971. This composition gives the coin its distinctive reddish-brown hue and metallic luster that naturally darkens over time due to oxidation, forming a patina prized by collectors for its natural character and aged beauty. The coin has a diameter of 25.91 mm, a thickness of about 1.85 mm, and weighs approximately 7.12 grams, with a smooth plain edge, distinguishing it by touch from other denominations such as the 1p and 5p, which are smaller and lighter. By 1993, the United Kingdom was experiencing a period of modernization and globalization, yet the Royal Mint continued to uphold traditional design elements, ensuring that coins like the 2p maintained visual continuity and familiarity for the public. Though millions of 1993 2-pence coins were minted for circulation, examples in uncirculated or proof condition, particularly those from Royal Mint annual coin sets, are highly sought after by collectors for their sharp details, original mint luster, and lack of surface wear. Each element of the coin, from the meticulous relief of the Queen's portrait to the crisp engraving of the Prince of Wales' feathers, reflects the precision of modern minting technology combined with the craftsmanship of Britain's long-standing artistic tradition in coin design. The year 1993 also holds importance in the context of British numismatics, as it came just before a major metallurgical transition. In 1992, the Royal Mint began changing the composition of 1p and 2p coins from bronze to copper-plated steel due to rising copper costs, although both types circulated concurrently for years. As such, many 1993 coins were struck in the newer copper-plated steel alloy, which can be distinguished by their magnetic properties. Steel coins are attracted to magnets, whereas earlier bronze coins are not. This subtle shift marked a turning point in the Royal Mint's approach to cost efficiency and resource management while maintaining the outward appearance of continuity. From a cultural and symbolic standpoint, the 1993 2-pence coin serves as more than a simple piece of currency. It encapsulates the identity and heritage of the United Kingdom under Queen Elizabeth II, whose reign by that time had surpassed 40 years, symbolizing stability, duty, and national unity. The motto, "Ich dien," also resonated deeply during this era, reflecting values of service and responsibility, fitting themes for a nation navigating both domestic change and international presence in the late 20th century. The coin's circulation in daily life, used for small transactions, vending machines, and public telephones, makes it a common yet meaningful artifact of ordinary British experience, a reminder of a pre-digital, tangible economy where coins connected people to their monarchy and national identity in a tactile way. In the realm of numismatics, collectors categorize the 1993 2p as part of the Makhlouf portrait series, prized for its idealized, regal depiction of the Queen, showing a youthful and serene expression that captured both her grace and authority. The sharpness of the design, particularly in high-grade specimens, showcases the mint's advanced die engraving and striking capabilities, which were refined through years of technological innovation. Despite its modest denomination, the 1993 2-pence coin carries layers of meaning, historical, artistic, economic, and sentimental, and continues to attract collectors, historians, and ordinary citizens alike who see in it a small but enduring symbol of the United Kingdom's continuity through change. Over time, coins like the 1993 2p naturally accumulate patina, scratches, or discoloration, each telling its own story of circulation and human interaction, from pockets to tills, across decades of everyday life. Even after the death of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022, coins bearing her image, including the 1993 2p, remain legal tender and serve as enduring reminders of her unparalleled reign, the longest in British history. For coin enthusiasts, Such pieces represent snapshots of specific moments in the nation's journey, reflecting political stability, evolving technology, and timeless design principles. Whether viewed as a functional currency or a collectible artifact, the 1993 2-pence coin endures as a small but powerful emblem of British resilience, unity, and tradition, connecting the artistry of past craftsmen with the enduring legacy of Queen Elizabeth II and the cultural heartbeat of a nation that continues to treasure its coins not just for their monetary worth but for the stories they silently carry through time. Please like and subscribe to my channel.